Hey there. Welcome. Welcome to Empowerment Tips for Professional Women. This is a brand new daily thing that I'm going to be doing. My name is Sonia Miller and I'm an empowerment coach, and I appreciate your grace if you're tuning in live as I figure out my technology through Instagram Live. I'm excited to be here. So if you are a professional woman who feels like you are not enough, then today's tip is for you. So I'm going to be providing you with 3 takeaways that you can take into business and beyond. The first thing is you're going to be learning an empowerment principle around this topic of not feeling enough, which is in my 30 years of working with professional women, accomplished women, amazingly powerful women, we still feel not enough. This is epidemic. So we're going to dig underneath to what that's really about with an empowerment principle. The second thing is I'm going to go into a little bit of a micro teaching and an opportunity to choose empowerment today and into your future. And finally, I'm going to share with you about an upcoming vision workshop that is happening August 6th as part of my soft launch for the Surpass Your Limits School for Professional Women, which is the culmination of almost 3 decades of my work working with women around the globe and really helping us to bring out the best and all that it is that we have to offer. And of course, this is also for not just women, but all aligned souls who resonate with the topics that we're talking about. So the pain point is you feel not enough. And the empowerment principle is, here we go. You might want to write this down or come back when this is posted. Reject the lie that your value lies in your productivity or performance. Assume you're already whole. That's the empowerment principle. I'm going to say that one more time. If you feel like you're not enough, reject the lie that your value lies in your productivity or performance. Assume that you're already whole. So let's go into the micro teaching around this. When we feel like we're not enough, it's because we have become products of our environments, which we all do. We don't need to be blaming anyone, but we are simply products of our environment. And many of us have had environmental factors that have malnourished our value for who we are, our mere presence. And as a result, we compensated and learned to be valued for our achievements, our competence, all that we offer in terms of outcomes and productivity and performance, which sometimes isn't just about generating physical world outcomes, but it's how we relate to ourselves, which is what makes us feel like we have to be perfect. And we have these arbitrary standards about what enoughness is. And so what this is when we are getting our value from our sense of productivity, it sets us up to find our value in being useful. And if we feel useful, then what that does, it sets up transactional value. We never know when enough is enough because we are looking at ourselves and our value in terms of, if I offer you something, you'll offer me something back, whether it's approval, appreciation, compensation. But our value is externalized and we have to give something in order to receive a sense of value back. That's transactional value, and it puts all of our power out there in the outer world. Now, your true power is natural. You're born with it. It's innate. It's inside. And so when we learn how to reorient ourselves to find our innate value, to access it, right? Which means that your presence is more powerful than your productivity. Then you start to tap into this inner wellspring that has always been here. You already are all that you seek to be, do, and have. So back to the empowerment principle. When you feel like you're not enough, the empowerment principle is to reject the lie that your power lies in your performance and productivity, and assume that you're already whole. Okay, so that's the principle. Now, because we are so oriented towards productivity and doing, we're always wanting to ask, well, what do I do? How do I do this? It's all about doing, doing, doing. We've learned to be really great human doers and know the value and the power of that, but we're malnourished in the value and the power of our beingness, our human beingness. So instead of an aligned action, here's your action step. I'm going to offer you every day in these empowerment tips a choice, the opportunity to choose empowerment today and moving forward. And it's in a way of being. Okay. So here is your opportunity to choose empowerment today and moving forward. And you can put this into effect right now because all it is an internal shift of perspective. Okay. So I'm going to read my notes, make sure I don't forget any of it. So here's your choice, your opportunity to choose empowerment. And hi to those of you who are joining live. Decide right now that you will never again use others to see if and how you measure up. And instead, find role models that inspire you. Okay? We are always connecting with people in our outer world. How we use the choices and the ways that we relate to the people in our outer world is an empowerment choice. You can either use people for comparison to see how you measure up, which is back to transactional value, right? You have the power to tell me whether I'm good enough. And of course, you're always going to look for if it's more or better than yourself because you've got this arbitrary sense of enoughness. Then of course, you're never going to feel like enough because there's always more or better when you're in a measurement transactional sort of approach to your power. Okay. Instead of using people to compare yourself and see if and how you measure up, shift to finding role models that inspire you. Okay. And here's the rule of thumb for finding role models. Okay. Women who embrace their humanity will help you to heal the comparison-itis that causes you to shrink or hide. So find role models who embrace their humanity, who don't suffer from perfectionitis, and yet they are out there shining, living their lives, being themselves. And a good sign that they are really assuming their wholeness is, and this is a really great tip, they can laugh at themselves. When we laugh at ourselves, when we have a sense of humor about ourselves, it means that we accept ourselves. And when we accept ourselves, we're no longer trying to be enough. We have embraced our wholeness. All of us is here. All of us is welcome. Okay. So that's your tip for today. I challenge you. I invite you to make the choice, right? To take this opportunity for empowerment into your day and beyond. And please share in the comments now or later. I'd love to hear how this lands for you, and check back in tomorrow, 10 a.m. for your next empowerment tip. Have a great day.